Hello, everyone. Welcome back to ABC Learning English. I am Adam.
And I am Ava. Welcome to our podcast. We are very happy you are listening today.
Today, we have a great topic. Have you ever seen someone who everyone likes? They walk into a room and everyone wants to talk to them.
Yes, Adam. We call that charisma. Being charismatic means you have a special charm. People like you, and they want to listen to you.
Let me tell you a story. We are going back to the year 1955. We are in New York City. It is summer.
Oh, summer in New York is very hot. You just want to stay inside where it is cool.
Exactly. So, let's go under the ground to the subway train. It is the middle of the day. There are many people on the train. In the corner, there is a woman. She looks very normal.
Just a normal woman? What is she wearing?
She is wearing a simple dress. Her hair is a little messy. She is looking at a newspaper. She looks very tired. People walk past her. Nobody looks at her. She is invisible.
So, nobody knows her. But she is not alone, right?
Right. She is with a friend. Her friend is a photographer. The woman asks her friend a question. She says, "Do you want to see her?"
Wow. Do you want to see her? What does she mean?
Well, she stands up. She does not change her clothes. She does not put on new makeup. She just changes how she acts. She plays with her hair. She changes her eyes. And she smiles.
And what happens?
It is like magic. Suddenly, everyone on the train looks at her. The air in the train changes. Why? Because this woman was Marilyn Monroe. Before, she was just Norma Jean, a normal person. But when she wanted to, she became Marilyn Monroe, the famous movie star.
That is an amazing story, Adam. It shows us something very important. Charisma is not magic. Marilyn Monroe could turn her charm on, and she could turn it off.
Yes, many people think charisma is something you are born with, like having blue eyes or being tall. They think, "I am not born cool, so I will never be cool."
We call that the charisma myth. A myth is a story that is not true. Science tells us that charisma is just how you behave. It is a skill.
That is good news and bad news, right, Eva?
Yes, the good news is you can learn it. Anyone can learn to be charismatic. The bad news is, if you are boring at a party, it is your own fault. You just need to practice.
Today, at ABC Learning English, we will teach you this skill. You can use it to make friends, to do well in a job interview, or to be a good speaker.
Let's start with what charisma really is. Adam, what do you think it is?
I used to think it means being loud, like the guy at the party who talks a lot and laughs loudly.
Many people think that. But that is wrong. You can be very loud and very annoying, and you can be very quiet, but everyone still looks at you.
So, what is the secret?
Charisma is not about how you feel. It is about how you make other people feel.
So if I talk to a charismatic person for 5 minutes, I feel very special. I feel like I am the most important person in the world.
Exactly. To do this, you need three big things. We call them the three pillars. They are presence, power, and warmth.
Presence, power, and warmth. Let's talk about the first one, presence. This means being there, right?
Yes, it sounds easy. I am here, you are here. But Adam, when you talk to someone, are you always listening 100%?
To be honest, no. Sometimes I think about my lunch. Sometimes I think about what I want to say next. Or I want to look at my phone.
You are not alone. A study from Harvard University says our minds wander 47% of the time. We are not paying attention for half of our lives.
Wow, half of our lives. But why is this bad for charisma?
Because humans are very smart. If I am talking to you and your mind is thinking about lunch, I can see it.
Really? How?
There is a micro delay. This means a very, very short wait, like a slow computer. If I tell you a sad story and you are listening, your face looks sad immediately. But if you are thinking about lunch, your brain takes a second to understand. Then you make a sad face.
And the other person sees that?
Yes, they might not know it, but they feel it. They feel that you are not honest. They don't trust you.
So, if I give someone 100% of my attention, it is very powerful. Because today, everyone is always looking at their phones.
Exactly. But it is hard to stay focused. You cannot just say, brain, focus. It does not work.
Do you have a trick to help us, Eva?
Hot, yes. It is called the toe exercise.
Toes? On my feet?
Yes. When you talk to someone and your mind starts to fly away, think about your toes. Feel your toes inside your shoes.
That is funny. Why does that work?
Because your mind can travel to the past or the future. But your body is always here, right now. When you think about your toes, you bring your brain back to the room, back to the present moment.
Let me try. Okay, I am feeling my toes right now. I am looking at you. I am 100% here.
Great job, Adam. Now let's talk about the second pillar, power.
Power. Does that mean being a boss? Or having a lot of money?
Not always. In charisma, power means you can change the world around you. You have confidence.
Why is this important?
Because a long, long time ago when humans lived in caves, we had to be safe. When we meet someone new, our brain asks, is this person a friend or an enemy? And can this person help me or hurt me?
So we look for strong people who can protect us.
Yes. We like people who have resources or who are confident. You don't need to be a boss. The cool kid in high school has no money, but they have confidence. They have social power.
What about clothes? Do clothes give you power?
Yes, but you must be careful. It depends on where you are. We call this tribal wear. Your clothes must match the group.
I understand. If I go to a young technology company in a very expensive suit, I don't look powerful. I look like a strict boss who wants to fire them.
Right. But if you wear a nice hoodie and jeans and you stand up straight, you look powerful in that young company. But do not wear a hoodie to a big law company. You will look lost.
Okay, so power is about confidence and matching the group. But what if I have a lot of power, but I am not nice?
That is dangerous. That brings us to the third pillar, warmth.
Warmth means being kind and friendly, right?
Yes, power asks, can this person help me? Warmth answers, will this person want to help me? It means you have a good heart.
Let's think about this. If I have high power but low warmth, what am I?
You are a bad boss. You are the villain. People will listen to you because they are afraid. But they do not like you. They do not trust you.
Okay, what if I have very high warmth but zero power? I am very nice, but I am not confident.
Then you are weak. People like you, but they do not follow you. Some bad people might use you.
So I need both. I need power and warmth.
Exactly, Adam. Charisma is in the middle. You show people, I am strong enough to help you, and I like you enough to help you.
That is a great rule. Presence, power, and warmth. But Eva, how do I actually do it? If I feel scared inside, I cannot just smile and look powerful. People will know I am faking it.
You are right. Your body always shows your true feelings. If you are scared, your smile will look fake. Your voice will shake a little. Your shoulders will be stiff. You cannot control all the muscles in your body at the same time.
So I have to fix my feelings first. The inside game.
Yes, you have to hack your brain. Let's do a fun test. Adam, close your eyes.
Okay, my eyes are closed.
Imagine I put a big yellow lemon in your hand. Feel the skin of the lemon. Now, take a knife and cut the lemon. The juice flies out. Smell the sour lemon. Now, bring it to your mouth and take a big bite.
Oh, my mouth has so much water in it now.
You see, there is no lemon, but your brain thought it was real. Your body reacted to your imagination.
That is amazing. How can I use this for charisma?
If you want to feel powerful before a big meeting, don't just stand up straight. Close your eyes. Remember a time when you were a winner, a time you did something great. See it clearly. Hear people clapping for you.
And my brain will believe it?
Yes, your brain will make you feel strong. Your body will naturally stand up straight. You will walk into the room with true confidence.
That is great for power. But what about warmth? Sometimes I have to talk to someone I really do not like. They are annoying. How can I feel warm towards them?
That is hard. But try this trick. Look at the annoying person and imagine them as a small 6-year-old child.
Oh, child.
Yes. Imagine they are a lonely or scared little kid. Maybe they are angry now because nobody listened to them when they were small.
Wow, that changes how I see them.
Or try a darker trick. Imagine their funeral.
That is very sad.
It is sad, but it makes you remember they are just a human. Life is short. When you think about this, your anger goes away. You feel kind. Your face gets softer. You show genuine warmth.
That is a very strong trick. What about when I am very worried? Like before a big test or a big job interview. I feel so much pressure on my shoulders.
You can do the responsibility transfer. Close your eyes. Imagine taking the heavy worry off your shoulders, give it to the universe, or give it to God, or to Mother Nature.
Just give it away?
Yes. Say to yourself, I did my best, I studied hard, I cannot control the future, I give the result to the universe. You will feel your shoulders drop. You will relax.
I love that. So, we fixed the brain. Let's talk about the body. The outside game.
Yes. Let's talk about the big gorilla.
The big gorilla. In the jungle, the strongest gorilla takes up a lot of space, right?
Yes, and the weak monkeys make themselves very small. They cross their arms, they bring their shoulders up to their ears, they try to hide.
I do that when I am nervous. I look at my phone and cross my arms.
We all do. But you must change this. Before a big meeting, go to the bathroom, stand up on your toes, put your hands high in the air like you won a race, open your chest.
It makes you feel big and strong.
Yes, and when you sit in the meeting, don't glue your arms to your body. Put your arm on the chair next to you. Put your notebook on the table. Take up space. It tells people, I belong here.
What about our eyes? Eye contact is very important.
Very important. But it is tricky. If you look at someone too hard, you look scary. You look like a hungry animal.
Yes, staring is creepy, but if I look away too much, I look nervous and weak.
Exactly. You need a soft focus. Look at the triangle on their face, between their eyes and their nose. Look warmly.
Does this do something to their brain?
Yes. Good eye contact makes a chemical in the brain called oxytocin. It is the chemical of love and friendship. You can make people feel a strong connection just by looking at them kindly.
Now, let's talk about the voice, how we speak.
Many people kill their charisma when they open their mouths, not because of their words, but how they say them. Do not use speak.
Upspeak? What is that?
It is when your voice goes up at the end of a sentence, like a question. Hello, my name is John. I am the new manager.
Oh, that sounds very weak. It sounds like he is not sure.
Exactly. You must speak like a judge. Drop your voice at the end of the sentence. My name is John. I am the new manager. It sounds strong.
Should I talk fast or slow? When I am nervous, I talk very fast.
Fast talking shows anxiety. You think, I am boring, so I will talk fast to finish. Charismatic people speak slowly, about 1,160 words a minute.
That feels very slow.
It feels slow to you, but it sounds smart to them. Take deep breaths into your stomach, not your chest. A deep voice is a strong voice.
And what is the most powerful thing we can do with our voice?
The pause, waiting in silence.
Silence is scary. People hate awkward silence.
But charismatic people love it. When someone asks you a question, do not answer immediately. Wait 2 full seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Then answer.
Why is that good?
First, it shows you are not afraid. Second, it shows you are really thinking about their question. Your answer will sound very important.
I will try that next time. Now, Eva, let's talk about conversations. Is the charismatic person always the one telling funny stories?
No, that is another myth. You do not need to be the entertainer. True charisma is being a great listener.
How do I show I am listening? Should I just sit quietly?
No, you must give verbal nods. Say things like, "Really? Wow, that is interesting." In Vietnam, we say dien or vong. It tells the person, "I hear you, please continue."
And you can use a trick called the boomerang, right? Like the toy that flies back to you.
Yes, the boomerang is easy and great. When someone asks you, "What is your job?" you give a short answer. Then, throw the question back. "I am a teacher. But tell me, how did you become a doctor?"
People love talking about themselves. If I let them talk, they will think I am a great person, even if I only say a few words.
Exactly. There is another cool trick called the Ben Franklin effect. Benjamin Franklin had an enemy, a man who hated him. Franklin did not buy him a gift. Instead, Franklin asked the man for a small favor.
He asked his enemy for a favor? What did he ask for?
He asked to borrow a special book. The man said yes, and after that, the man became a good friend.
That is crazy. Why did the man like him after doing him a favor?
The brain is funny. The man's brain thought, "I lent my favorite book to Franklin. I must actually like him." So, if you ask someone for advice or for a small favor, they feel important. They will like you more.
This is great advice. But what if I am an introvert? A quiet person. Big parties with many strangers are like a nightmare to me.
Introverts can actually be better at this. Extroverts talk to 50 people for 2 minutes each. Introverts talk to 2 people for a long time. They make deeper friends.
But how do introverts survive the big party?
3 steps. 1. Arrive early. If you are late, people are already in groups. It is hard to join. If you are early, you can welcome people. You become the host.
Smart. What is step 2?
Step 2. Have a short introduction ready. So you don't panic when people ask who you are.
And step 3?
The bathroom break. If you are tired, go to the bathroom. Close the door. Breathe deeply for 5 minutes. Rest your energy. Then come back out. It is okay to hide for a few minutes to save your energy.
I like that. Also, do not try to be perfect. If you are too perfect, people feel scared of you. If you spill a little coffee or make a small mistake, people see you are human. They will like you more.
Yes. Now, there are different styles of charisma. You don't have to be just one way. You must find your own style.
What are the styles?
Number 1. Focus charisma. Like Elon Musk. When they look at you, they listen very, very hard. You feel like the only person in the world. But be careful, it can feel too intense without warmth.
Number 2, visionary charisma. Like Steve Jobs, they have big dreams for the future. They say, "We will change the world." It makes people want to follow them.
Number 3, kindness charisma. Like the Dalai Lama, it is pure warmth. They accept you just as you are. But remember, you must have some power too, or you look weak.
And number 4, authority charisma. Like a general in the army, pure power and confidence. We follow them because they know what to do. But be careful not to be arrogant.
The best thing is to change your style for the situation. If there is an emergency, use authority charisma. If your friend is sad, use kindness charisma.
What about first impressions? When we meet someone new, how fast do they judge us?
In 39 milliseconds, faster than you can blink your eyes.
Wow! So we must have a good handshake.
Yes. Do not have a soft, weak handshake. We call that the dead fish. Yuck. And do not squeeze too hard like a bully. Just a firm hand straight up and look them in the eyes.
And if we go to a business dinner, remember the BMW rule.
Ah, the BMW rule. What does it stand for, Adam?
B for bread, M for meal, W for water. Your bread is always on your left. Your meal is in the middle. Your water glass is on your right. Left to right, B, M, W. If you drink the water on your left, you are drinking your friend's water.
Knowing these small rules makes you look smart and confident. You belong at the table.
Let's finish with hard situations. It is easy to be charming at a happy party. But what if there is a crisis at work?
In a crisis, people are scared. They look for a leader. You must be bold and calm. Use authority charisma. Say, "Follow me. This is the plan."
What if I have to give bad news? Like telling someone they lost their job.
Drop the power. Use 100% warmth. Do it in a private room. Be very kind and empathetic.
And what if someone attacks me with bad words? What if they say I did a terrible job?
Our first reaction is to fight back. But that kills charisma. Do not fight. If you made a mistake, accept it. Say, "You are right. I made a mistake. Here is how I will fix it."
That shows you are very strong. You do not hide your mistakes.
Exactly. Wow, we talked about so many things today, Adam. Presence, power, warmth, lemons, gorillas, and the BMW rule.
It is a lot to remember for our English learners. So, what is the one big lesson today?
The big lesson is, charisma is a skill. It is like learning to play the piano or learning English here with us. You cannot play perfectly on the first day. You must practice.
Some people say, "I am faking it."
Don't say faking it. Say practicing. When you learn English, at first it feels strange. You translate every word. But if you practice, it becomes natural. You become fluent. Charisma is the same. It is the language of human connection. Practice, and you will become fluent.
I love that. And remember, charisma is not about being the star. It is a responsibility. You have the power to make people feel good.
Yes. The true test of charisma is this. When you leave a room, do people feel better about themselves because you were there? Do you lift people up?
That is beautiful. Charisma leaves people better than you found them.
So, here is our homework for you, the listeners. Do not try everything today. Just pick one thing. Maybe try the toe exercise today, or try the 2-second pause. See how people react.
Thank you so much for listening to ABC Learning English. Practice your listening with this podcast and practice your charisma.
We will see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.